came up all of a sudden. It's really, really strange. I mean, something must be going on up there with the weather. Boy, it's kind of spooky, you know, weird. Woo! What's that? Look at that, something's falling right out of the sky. I mean, it's coming down real fast. It's coming straight toward me. I better get out. Whoa! Oh! Woo. Oh. As soon as I caught that broom, the wind stopped. Wow. Oh, well. Never look a gift broom in the mouth. Might as well sweep all this garbage up.
Oh, curses! The wind blew that broom right out from under me and dumped me here. And I don't think I like it. But from the looks of it, I know I'm not in Oz anymore. I must be over the rainbow somewhere. Well, the sooner I can get out of here, the better I like it. Find my broom and fly away. My broom. My broom! What's he doing with my beautiful broom? Why? What do you think you're doing with my broom? Give it back.
Is this your broom?
Yes, it is my broom.
Lady, look, you gotta be more careful with this broom, you know. Wait a minute.
It's my broom.
Well, that may be true.
Be careful with anything.
You do, because
Let me have it.
that thing almost came right out. It came out of the sky and almost hit me right in the head.
Well, that was the wind. It was not me.
Well, you have to be more careful.
Well, I am. Nothing to do with be careful.
Calm down. Calm down.
Let me have it.
You can't have the broom until you calm.
Let me have it.
You can't have the broom until you show me a little respect.
Oh, yes, I can.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
Oh, curses, curses. Oh, I forgot. I can't so much as lay a finger on that broom as long as somebody else is holding on to it. That's not fair. That's not fair. Well, I'll fix you. You may think you see the end of me, but you haven't. I'll be back.
Oh. Hey, lady. Hey, lady. Whew. It's a very powerful broom. And a very mean lady. Well, she won't get this broom back until she shows me a little respect and dignity.
How about some water, David? I'm buying.
Okay.
Where'd you get this broom?
Oh, you wouldn't believe it. You're not gonna believe this. I went outside, right? This wind came up out of nowhere, blowing like crazy. Then all of a sudden I went outside and I looked up in the there, all of a sudden coming out of this cloud was this broom coming flying right at me about 100 miles an hour. So I ducked and I grabbed this broom. And all of a sudden I grabbed the broom and the wind stopped. No kidding, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding you, man. The wind stopped right like that. And then all of a sudden I turned around. What, you know who was there? A witch. A wicked witch was standing there. She was making all kinds of faces, yelling and screaming.
Ah, David, what is this? Some kind of a game?
What is this, David? Some kind of a game?
See, look, why don't you get out of here?
Not without my broom.
No, you can't have your broom until you show me a little respect.
Who says?
I say.
David, don't pay any attention to her. Just give us some water.
Okay. Well, so you want some water, my little pretty?
I'm not your little pretty.
Oh, I'll show you. So you're thirsty. So you want some water? This ought to quench your thirst.
See, I told you.
David!
Oh.
It's raining inside the store. It's not raining outside.
Hey, look, I'm getting kind of wet. Can we go outside and get out of the rain? Oh. Come on.
Stop.
Far out.
That is some witch. She made it rain inside the store. I can't believe it. You know, I think you should just give her the broom. I mean,
No,
just
I'm
give
not.
it
I
to her,
can't
get
do
rid
it.
of
No,
her.
no. That lady came in yelling and screaming. I can't give her back this broom. I mean, she's putting me down and everything. I won't give her back this broom until she shows me a little respect.
Hey, guys. What's happening?
What's happening? You won't believe. Big Bird, there is a wicked witch on Sesame Street. No kidding.
A witch?
A witch. You know.
You sure?
Yeah.
You have a very strong imagination.
No. She made it rain in the store. She's been zapping people all over the place. I mean, she's mad at everybody. Big Bird,
Really?
listen, you better go back to your nest. If you don't want her to be mad at you, go back to your nest.
Well, no, I'm not going to. I'm a very brave bird, and I'm not afraid. I'm your friend, and I'm going to stay here and help you. If there's a witch bothering you, I'm going to help.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. If I'm going to help fight off a witch or something, I guess I'll need a stick.
A stick?
Or something.
What kind of-
Hey, this'll do good.
Wait,
Give me
no,
this.
not the broom. No.
Oh, you got a customer, David.
No, that's the witch.
That's the witch. Oh, that's the witch. Oh, if you're the witch, then you better not bother my friend David, or else.
Well,
Yeah.
so, my fine feathered friend, you've got my broom now.
Well, and I'm not your fine feathered friend.
Oh, you're not. Well, give me back my broom.
Don't do it, Big Bird. Don't give it up.
back to me.
Don't give it up.
No,
Give
they
it
say
up.
no.
No, you
Uh-uh.
give it back. I'll take it. I'll take it. Ow! Fudge! That makes me furious. I forgot again. Now listen, you. If you don't give me back that broom, your store is going to be more than just wet when I finish with it. And furthermore, I'll turn you into a basketball. Bounce, bounce, bounce in the basket. And as for you, my fine feathered friend, how would you like to be turned into one of these?
She's gone.
Oh, wow. Gee whiz. Oh, look at that. A feather duster. Well, she wouldn't turn me into a feather duster, would she? Well, anyway, I'm not afraid, David. I'm going to stay here and help you protect Mr. Looper's store. Looper.
Oh, dear. I've got to get my broom back. I can't leave without it. I've got to get it back. I've got to make a plan of some sort. Now, what can I do? Oh, dear. What can I do? Now, let me see. Oh, yes. This is what I have done. I've made it rain in the store. All wet and messy. That didn't work. And then I threatened David with turning him into a basketball. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Basket. That didn't work either. And then Big Bird. I told him I'd turn him into a feather duster. Feather duster, nothing at all. That didn't work either. Well, they all worked. They didn't work on them.
You know something? You have got to be the most beautiful person I have ever seen.
Oh, keep still.
Wow, I think I'm in love.
Really? Think. Ah, a plan. I have a plan. I'll disguise myself, and then nobody will know who I am. Now I'll say this little poem. Days and nights all filled with gloom. I'm not a witch till I get back my broom. Now I'll go into the store and see if I can get my broom.
David, you don't have to worry when old Big Bird's on duty here. No siree. No wicked witch is gonna get past me. Yes, siree. I'm on guard. Oh, hello.
Hello.
There's a nice lady coming in as a customer, David.
Okay.
Where is that witch? I'll fix her.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hi. You're new, aren't you, around here?
Yes,
This is the first time I've been in the neighborhood, and I'm just looking around to get acquainted.
Wow, you sure came at a crazy time.
Oh, yes, you did.
There's a witch on Sesame Street.
Really?
Isn't that
A
something?
witch?
Yes.
No kidding.
Why, you don't say.
Really? And she's zapping people and she's threatening them? Oh, it's really something. It's amazing.
Oh, how dreadful.
It's, she made it rain in here? Really? I'm not kidding. Rain right here in the store. It wasn't raining outside.
Oh, I can't believe
Would you like a
it.
cup of coffee or something?
Oh, no. Thank you. I don't drink coffee.
Oh, okay. You know what she wants? I mean, there's a whole thing. This whole thing. It's over this broom here. This old broom. I mean,
That whole thing.
this whole thing. That's,
Well, what does she want that for?
well, we don't know.
Well, for goodness sake.
This whole thing. I mean, it's
Well, I can't imagine anybody wanting that.
yeah.
Can you?
No.
No. Could I just hold that, just to feel what it feels like?
Sure. Why not? Here.
And just put it down, and then I could pick it up. Huh? Would you mind?
No.
Huh?
Would you excuse me just a moment, just for a minute?
Well, you would.
No, just for a minute. I'll be right back.
Oh.
Murray,
What's the matter?
that's the witch. That's the witch.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
Why don't you just give her the broom and be rid of her?
No, man, she's been calling me names. She's threatened me. She's gonna turn me. She said she's gonna turn me into a basketball. I mean, I'm not gonna give her the broom until she starts treating me like a person, and then I'll give her the broom. Shh. I got it.
What?
I just came up with an idea. It's a way that make her treat me like a person, and she'll get her broom back, so we both win. Come on. Shh. You know, that nasty old witch, she wanted to hold the broom too. You know that? She said, just let me hold it. But she was so terrible about it. I mean, she called me names, and she threatened me. She said she was going to turn me into a basketball. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine being nasty like that?
Oh, I can't imagine.
I didn't think a nice lady like you. I didn't think a nice lady like you would think that way. So, I mean, you could ask me real nice, couldn't you, if you wanted to hold the broom, right?
Yes, I could.
I'm sure you could. How about it?
Well, would you, could I, do you mind, young man, would you please let me hold the broom?
Certainly.
No, just put it down, and then I can pick it up myself. I got it, my broom.
Now that you got it, what are you gonna do?
No! I'm gonna fly back to Oz as fast as lightning and never see Sesame Street again!
You did it! Oh, David! So glad she's leaving.
Oh, not me. I'm glad she came here, because it was very interesting and really exciting.
Exciting! Maybe for you, but not for me. All I want to do is to get out of here and fly home to Oz where I belong. Room to Oz!
Bye, witch. Oh, she's flying.
Boy, I've never been so glad to get rid of somebody in my whole life.
Faster, broom! Faster, faster! Oh, this is glorious, glorious! Back to Oz where I belong! Look! No hands! Oh, fudge!
What? Hold. Uh-oh. Oh, no, not
What's
again.
that?
Oh, it's...
What is that?
Oh.
It's the broom.
I can't go through it again.
Sesame Street has been brought to you today by the letters I and Z and by the number 9.
I can't believe she's gonna come down here.
Sesame Street is a production of the Children's Television Workshop.
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine being nasty like that? Oh, can't imagine.
The Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Light Concealer has a non-creasing formula. It also has moisturizing ingredients.
Sesame Street is a children's television show that seems like it's been around forever. With 48 seasons and over 4,000 episodes, the series has a huge and diverse history of material spanning many different iterations of shorts, skits, and segments. Naturally, with so much having been made for the show, some of its content has slipped through the cracks and remains lost. Not released on DVD, not posted online, and not available for public viewing. A lot of lost Sesame Street content is simply a result of the lack of preservation, and quite a bit of it isn't exactly historical or noteworthy. However, today's subject in particular does stand as a holy grail, not only for the Sesame Street lore, but also for the historical importance it has to the lost media scene. There have been quite a few times within Sesame Street's history when they feature celebrities or other famous characters on the show. These are usually memorable and quirky, bringing a little pop culture into the show. But there was one time when this idea of a celebrity crossover went horribly wrong. So wrong, in fact, that the episode itself was banned, never to be shown again. It all happened when the Wicked Witch of the West landed in Sesame Street. On February 10th, 1976, episode 847 of Sesame Street was aired for its first and only time. It features actress Margaret Hamilton reprising her role as the Wicked Witch from the Wizard of Oz film. The episode itself involved the Wicked Witch losing her broom while flying over Sesame Street, and having to interact with the residents in order to get it back. Naturally, as she's the Wicked Witch, the residents are cautious about her intentions and are hesitant to give it back. This results in the witch causing trouble, such as making it rain inside Mr. Hooper's store and threatening to turn Big Bird into a feather duster. Eventually, she uses a disguise as a trick to get her broom back, and then leaves Sesame Street. On paper, this seems like a relatively harmless and kinda cool crossover that's really interesting to hear about. However, this wasn't exactly the case for kids growing up in the 1970s who witnessed this episode of the series, and is the reason why it was shown once and only once on TV before being banned. The aftermath of this episode is perhaps more legendary than the episode itself, because for something like Sesame Street to get banned, you know something had to have gone really wrong, and it did. Apparently this episode pretty much traumatized the young viewers who watched it, and resulted in dozens of angry complaint letters from parents whose children were terrified of the witch and wouldn't watch the show anymore out of fear. Archives from the Children's Television Workshop hold some of the letters that were sent in, and include phrases such as "screams and tears" and "the threat of the witch's power remains in the children's eyes." Shortly after the episode was aired on TV, additional test screenings were conducted from March 1st through the 5th. Ultimately though, these tests were inconclusive, with the initial complaints being strong enough for the Children's Television Network to officially ban the episode from re-airing on TV, where it has not been seen since its original 1976 premiere. Now of course this leaves us wondering about where the episode is now and how we can see it. Fortunately for us, this topic isn't one that's unknown or not cared about. There's actually a lot of discussion and talk about it on various places around the web. A lot of research has already been conducted as to the whereabouts and release of the episode, but perhaps the most important comes from a post by Nitrate Nerd on the Lost Media Wiki forums. He emailed Craig Sheeman, the president of the Jim Henson Legacy, an organization which preserves his work. Craig confirms that the Sesame people actually have a copy of the episode and that it's in good hands. While this news might not come as a surprise, it was actually speculated for a time that all copies of the episode had been destroyed, so getting this confirmation is pretty reassuring. He goes on to state that he'll try and see if they'll do a Lost Sesame Street episode screening, in addition to another party who has connections in trying to get it released. This post is from July 2017, but unfortunately nothing has come of it since. Contact to Sesame themselves and Carol Spinney, who performed Big Bird and Oscar on the show, was also made, but there was no response from either. You might be wondering why exactly Sesame has such a tight grip on the episode, but we don't really have a real concrete answer about that. It seems to mostly stem from the fact that this episode was banned for a reason, Sesame wants to keep their name clean, and likewise don't really have anything to gain from releasing such an episode. What's even more unfortunate about this case is that we can't even really hope an old VHS recording exists, because VHS recording was almost non-existent when the episode aired. This is sort of like the perfect Stormford instance of lost media. Hopefully someday we'll get a chance to see such an interesting and controversial episode from a series like Sesame Street nonetheless, but until then, it'll remain a mystery.
Oh, dear. I've got to get my broom back. I can't leave without it. I've got to get it back. I've got to make a plan of some sort. Now, what can I do? Oh, dear. What can I do? Now, let me see. Oh, yes. This is what I have done. I've made it rain in the store. All wet and messy. That didn't work. And then I threatened David with turning him into a basketball. Bounce. Basket. That didn't work either. And then Big Bird. I told him I'd turn him into a feather duster. Feather duster, nothing at all. That didn't work either. Well, they all worked. They didn't work on them.
You know something? You have got to be the most beautiful person I have ever seen. Wow, I think I'm in love.
Really? Think. Oh, a plan. I have a plan. I'll disguise myself, and then nobody will know who I am. Now I'll say this little poem. Days and nights all filled with gloom. I'm not a witch till I get back my broom. Now I'll go into the store and see if I can get my broom.
David, you don't have to worry when old Big Bird's on duty here. No siree. No wicked witch is gonna get past me. Yes, siree. I'm on guard. Oh, yeah. Hello.
Hello.
There's a nice lady coming in.
Okay.
Where is that witch? I'll fix her.
Hello.
Hi. You're new, aren't you, around here?
Yes. This is the first time I've been in the neighborhood, and I'm just looking around
Oh.
to get acquainted.
Wow, you sure came at a crazy time.
Oh, yes, you did.
There's a witch on Sesame Street.
Really?
Isn't that something? Yes.
Kidding.
You don't say.
Really? And she's zapping people and she's threatening them? Oh, it's really something. It's amazing. She made it rain in here? Really? I'm not kidding. Rain right here in the store. It wasn't raining outside.
I can't believe.
Would you like a cup of coffee or something?
Oh, no. Thank you. I don't drink coffee.
Oh, okay. You know what she wants? I mean, there's a whole thing. This whole thing is all this broom here. This whole broom. I mean, that whole thing. This whole thing.
Well, what does she want that for?
Well, we don't know.
Well, for goodness
This
sake.
whole thing. I mean, it's
I can't imagine anybody wanting that.
yeah.
Can you?
No.
No. Could I just hold that, just to feel what it feels like?
Sure. Why not? Here.
Just put it down, and then I could pick it up. Huh? Would you mind?
No.
Huh?
Just for a minute.
Well, you would.
No, just for a minute. I'll be right back.
Oh.
Maria. That's the witch.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
Why don't you just give her the broom and be rid of her?
No, she's been calling me names. She threatened me. She's gonna turn me. She said she gonna turn me into a basketball. I'm not gonna give her the broom until she starts treating me like a person. And then I'll give her the broom. I got it.
What?
I just came up with an idea. It's a way that make her treat me like a person, and she'll get her broom back, so we both win. Come on. You know, that nasty old witch, she wanted to hold the broom too. You know that? She said, just let me hold. But she was so terrible about it. I mean, she called me names, and she threatened me. She said she was going to turn me into a basketball. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine being nasty like that?
Oh, I can't imagine.
I didn't think a nice lady like you. I didn't think a nice lady like you would think that way. So, I mean, you could ask me real nice, couldn't you, if you wanted to hold the broom, right?
Yes, I could.
I'm sure you could. How about it?
Well, well, would you, could I, do you mind, young man, would you please let me hold the broom?
Certainly.
No, just put it down, and then I can pick it up myself. My room.
Now that you got it, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna fly back to Oz as fast as lightning and never see Sesame Street again. You did it! I'm so glad she's leaving.
Oh, not me. I'm glad she came here because it was very interesting and really exciting.
Exciting. Maybe for you, but not for me. All I want to do is to get out of here and fly home to Oz where I belong. Room to Oz.
Fly, witch? Oh, she's flying.
Boy, I've never been so glad to get rid of somebody in my whole life.
Faster, bro! Faster! Oh, this is glorious! Back to Oz, Look! No hands!
Oh, no, not again. What is it? Oh, it's the broom.
Sesame Street has been brought to you today by the letters I and Z, and by the number 9. Sesame Street is a production of the Children's Television Workshop.